Hey everybody, it's Cotton here, and I am bringing you some more of The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD. In the last video, we finished up the Earth Temple and defeated the boss, and restored some of the power to the Master Sword. And in this video, we're going to take on the Savage Labyrinth. Yes. I guess for story's sake, you might want to do it later, like after the next dungeon, but there's an item inside that I kind of want to get now because it is the soonest you can actually get the item. And considering what it does, I figure the sooner you can get it, the better. Now, the Savage Labyrinth is actually on Outset Island. So, let's, oh, there's a, we have a letter, so let's go find out what it is. Good morning. Cash on delivery, 10 rupees. Will you pay? Sure. Hey, how you been, man? I gotta tell you, you really helped me out back there at the mail center. I appreciate it. I just can't seem to hit 22 letters. I doubt I'll be as good as you. I've been hearing all kinds of crazy tales about you, and I figured I just had to write you a letter. Sounds like you're doing some pretty amazing stuff. You're great. You're awesome. You're the man, man. You can probably tell I had no idea what to write, but hey, I figured the least I could do would be to send you a letter of encouragement. So yay, man. Yay. Go, man. Go, go, go. Never give up. Never lose hope. I'm sending you the wages I've earned today. I'm sorry I had to send this COD, cash on delivery, but I guess that's the price of fame. He sends us money, but he still made us pay cash on delivery. Why didn't he just give us like 10 rupees and pay for it himself? But whatever. So, there are actually two ways of getting to the Savage Labyrinth. The second way of getting there isn't possible until you've beaten the last dungeon in the game. Since we haven't done that yet, we have to go with option number 1. And that requires us to go all the way up to the top. And we've already been there like a couple of times up at the top here, and you would have noticed the telescope guy staring off at something, talking about some crazy triumph forks. So we're actually going to be able to find out what he's actually talking about. But let's see. So, he's facing that direction. As you can see, there is a head that we can lift and throw out of there. So, let's change the wind. Now, what's odd about this is that you're not exactly facing west. You're kind of facing like a point. Oh, I guess you kind of are. I guess, yeah, I guess it kind of is like a straight point. But I maybe should have checked my magic, but I should be okay. I should be okay. So all you need to do is just float along all the way over to here. So if you played a Zelda game, you might be able to see like how you get up here the second way. They're nice enough to give you some magic here. But all you need to do is just lift this, and then we'll drop down to the first level of the Savage Labyrinth. Okay, so the Savage Labyrinth is 50 floors of enemies. Now, they give you a couple of fairies here, and before you do this, you want to make sure you are stocked up on Grandma's potion and fairies or whatever else you need, because you are definitely going to need them. The enemies get progressively harder as you go down. Deep in the never-ending darkness, the golden shard you seek awaits. So we don't actually know what the golden shards are yet. I guess we don't. But here we go. Now, I actually contemplated like cutting this out or maybe speeding it up or just maybe playing through it without commentary, but I figured since I'm doing hero mode, and hearts don't respawn, and I take, like, double damage, I figured I'd show it anyway. Hearts don't actually spawn down here, so there is, like, whether you play it normally, there's no way to restore your health, except for, the potions or fairies that you bring in. But either way, I am taking double damage, so I figured I'd at least commentate it. This will be a little interesting to see how well I do. But, you know, this is a good place to grab a whole bunch of... You can grab items, I think, right? Yeah, you can. So you can grab like a whole bunch of spoils if you still need some for any reason. It's also a good way to maybe get some pictures that you haven't gotten pictures of yet, of certain enemies. And so the whole place starts out easy enough. But yeah, just a reminder, like, stock up on all your items, like bombs and arrows. I don't know if you'll really be needing them all too much, but, you know, you might as well do it anyway. Another great item is the... Shoot, what was this? It's the magic item. I completely forgot what the name is called, but I'll put that up on screen. The name won't actually pop up, so I can't actually see like what it's called, but this is very useful in the Savage Labyrinth. In order to use it, of course, you'll need rupees. If you're going to do the Savage Labyrinth, I'd maybe recommend waiting until you have all of your hearts, and also waiting until the Master Sword is at full power, because each time you complete... after completing the Earth Temple and the Wind Temple, your Master Sword will get stronger. And so since you're beating so many enemies within a certain amount of time, it's probably a good idea to have your sword do the most damage it possibly can. I'm just doing it now because of the item that you get. I want to show you the soonest that you can get it and get like the most benefit out of it. And so I will probably be cutting... I'm also trying to wonder, like, if I should cut this up into multiple videos, and I took my first hit from a mini blin. That is absolutely amazing. Actually, what would have been a good idea would have been to have taken Granny's soup, like all of it, and then restocked up on it before you came in here, so that you'd have double damage, but then a full bottle of Grandma's soup. So I might recommend for you to do that. You know, of course, that's also, you know, taking into account that maybe you're, not actually going to take any damage for a little while. I've already messed up twice now. But as you've noticed, a lot of the enemies that normally drop those item orbs aren't dropping them. So you can't expect those to drop items for you. If you want to get spoils, you're going to have to get them the hard way. But yeah, you won't be able to get hearts from those either. But yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting to see if I can actually keep up with the commentary. Come on. Because, you know, it's just fighting a whole bunch of enemies, and so I'm just not exactly sure how well I'll do. Whoa, get out of here. Can I pick this up, please? Come on, I wanted to hit him with it. But whatever. It's probably not worth taking a hit just to use his own item against him, but whatever. But yeah, I'm trying to think right now. Okay, so this is a rest room where you can get a whole ton of rupees. It still doesn't give you any healing items, but as you can see, it did give me arrows. If I had used bombs, it would have given me bombs also. So it helps you restock on your items. These guys, I don't think you really have to worry about items, especially since you have like 99 of all of these things. You're not really going to have much need for them, but since I can take those guys out in one hit with them and really fast, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to use that against them. And so right now I'm really just kind of thinking of just keeping this in one video. It'll probably be like really long, but I figure there's really not too much of a point in putting it in two separate videos. If you want to watch this or not, like, it's just one video and... Oh! So, you see, that's what I tried to show earlier. When arrows get shot into certain grounds or certain things that they stick, you can walk over them and collect them. I tried to show that off earlier, but I couldn't get the arrows to stick. But they can stick into that ground, so I gotta show it off. That's really cool. And let's see, these guys die in one hit too, or I think they did. Yeah, they do. They die in one hit too. Can I actually lock onto them beforehand? Nope, nope, they actually have to be out here. Take care of you. So I guess if like, somebody doesn't want to watch me go through the whole Savage Labyrinth, like, you can just skip this video, but then if you do, you know, it's extra long video, I guess. You know, I'm not sure if people actually want to watch me going down through this. There's probably tons of videos of people, like, doing this. There's probably, like, speed runs or maybe no-hit runs of people doing this, but, yeah, you know, I guess, you know, I just want to leave it at one video so anybody can just have the option, easily have the option of watching it or not. I was actually going to do a couple of things before I did this, but I decided it would be better to do it later because there just wasn't enough things for me to put into one video, so I just decided to put it off. It doesn't even matter because one of those things was a piece of heart, but, you know, can't get that until, you know, we won't actually get like a full heart piece until, like, after the next dungeon, so I might as well just put it off till later and not go out of the way. And so now I have the wonderful task of trying to think of just random stories to think of to keep the commentary going. Nope, I almost thought it was another restroom. I was gonna say it seemed a little soon to have one, but then I remembered these guys jump out of the pots. So you have to be careful because they do sometimes attack when they come out of there, so... Oh, I hate the choo-choos when they do that. Like, right when you go to attack them, they just go underneath. But yeah, last week was a busy week. I, missed, like, 5 days in a row to record. One day was because I had to get up at, like, 4:30 in the morning for something. And then after that, I just had a lot of stuff to prepare for the 4th of July. You know, I live in America, so it's a fairly big holiday. That's like the only holiday that my parents put on. And so, you know, I like to help out with that. And so, you know, there's like a lot of food I had to prepare and like, you know, go to the store and get things and all that. So I was pretty busy getting that ready. We had like 20 people show up, I think. I really need to get these things off me. So yeah, you know, I had to prepare quite a bit of food to get ready for all that, as well as buy a bunch of alcohol and make drinks and stuff. You don't actually have to beat all these guys in order to continue on. But yeah, I made a drink last year. It's called a creamsicle. Uses vanilla vodka and orange juice and ice cream, pretty much. And it was really, really good. So I made it again this year. I tried to think of like another special drink to make last year, but it didn't turn out. I was trying to think of something maybe like watermelon. You know, watermelon is like a special outdoorsy, summery type food, but yeah, nothing really worked out what I wanted to do. I like blended up a whole bunch of watermelon and experimented with like rum and stuff, but it just didn't really turn out very good, so that was a bust. But this year, my bright idea was to make a red, white, and blue drink, and it actually turned out okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you really like sweet drinks, then, you know, there you go. That's one you could use. Yeah, I used grenadine for the red, and then I used blue curacao for the blue. I did blue curacao mixed with pineapple juice, but I guess I didn't really need the pineapple juice because, yeah, I thought I'd use it just as filler, but yeah, I didn't really need to. And then the white was the Smirnoff Ice, like, soft drink type thing that they have, and I missed that guy. And yeah, you know, it layered it correctly, and it actually turned out to turn into a nice red, white, and blue layered drink. Yeah, so yeah, I was kind of proud of that one. I didn't think of it until afterwards, but raspberry liqueur probably would have been better than whoa! That probably would have been better than grenadine. I think the grenadine maybe made it a little too sweet, but then again, raspberry liqueur is kind of expensive, so Yeah, that's... I already spent enough money on alcohol, you know, beer, wine, and then hard alcohol is just... yeah. Don't really need to bother with it too much. But yeah, that was my 4th of July, you know. We had a firework that actually, like, you know, I mean, we buy all legal fireworks, but there was one firework that, like, it was shooting up just fine. It was kind of like a fountain type one, but it also had, like, some things that shot up into the air. But instead of, like, they started shooting sideways. I don't know if... I can't imagine it was supposed to do that because, you know, it has the possibility of shooting right at you. So I guess we got like a faulty one, but it started shooting the, like, I guess, mortar part of it, like, out to the side. And so, like, the first one kind of went away from us, but then the next couple ones, like, shot towards us. And one of them actually, like, shot into the yard next to where one of my friends was sitting. And, like, it shot underneath him, and then it exploded, and he like, jumped out of his seat, and it was pretty funny at the time. I think he burned his ass. That was the last I heard. I don't know if they were joking or not, but, yeah. That patch of grass outside is actually burnt, so we have, like, a little black hole in my parents' yard outside where the firework went off, and that was kind of funny. Dangerous, but, you know... that's what makes it funny, you know, I guess. I have more fireworks stories, but I don't know if anybody's really interested in hearing that. It's just something to talk about, you know, especially in all this, but I don't want this to be like the 4th of July video. I guess I could say one more. One year when my uncle still lived in Washington, that's where I live, when he used to still live here, he accidentally put a mortar in the tube upside down without realizing it. That's the uncle that has a few interesting stories about him, but yeah, he definitely didn't do it on purpose, but oh shoot. He did that, and it, like, all these sparks started to shoot out from the top of the mortar pipe. And then, like, the mortar just exploded inside, and, like, it all exploded out of the top, like, it funneled out of the top of the mortar pipe, and it kind of looked pretty cool, and me and my brother were like, you know, what'd you do? And, you know, like, we were kind of stupid, we're like, yeah, let's do it again, and so we did it a second time where we put it in upside down in the same pipe, and it did the same thing where it started shooting out of the top. But once the mortar actually exploded, like the actual, you know, mortar firework itself, it blew up the pipe. And yeah, there's quite a bit of range on those mortar strikes. And yeah, it got pretty close to people, and that was when everybody kind of got a little upset, so we had to make sure we were careful next time. But here we are, we're at the middle part. I believe this is floor 25. I can actually, take a quick look here. It's actually 31. It's floor 31, and so we have this symbol, which we've seen before, which requires us to play the Wind's Requiem. And this makes a required item appear, so this isn't the item that I'm actually looking for. Like, I do have to get it either way, but yeah, I just got it now. It's a Triforce shard. You need 7 more shards to form a complete piece of the Triforce. So I'm kind of breaking, like, the story a little bit, kind of going outside of the story, but like I said, for the sake of this item, I'm going to do it. And so, in order to continue on, you have to have the Mirror Shield, and that's the only item you really, like, specifically need to go forward. Of course, you needed the power bracelets to actually get inside, but, oh, shoot. Oh, no, there's one right here. I didn't even see him. But yeah, like I said, this is kind of the soonest you can, get in here, so... to get the item, and so I figured, you know, might as well just do it now. So I'm gonna take it a little... Whoops. Play it a little safe here and just beat these guys. I don't really like how close these guys are to each other. I wonder if I can lure that guy over here. Nope. I've heard they'll, like, actually eat their fallen enemies, like their fallen re-dead comrades. I haven't actually seen that or looked up videos of it, so I can't really say for sure if that happens, but I don't think these guys actually stay around long enough to find out, so I guess I won't be able to tell you.